I'm Jay Sampath, currently studying Masters in Management, Organization and Governance. I will be focusing on design thinking, one of the concepts covered in our modules. With the wave of startups catching on and advancement in technology, there is so much discussion about the need for innovation. For a layman, the idea of innovative solutions and creative strategies is much abstract and difficult to comprehend, let alone engage with it. I will explain in the context of design thinking why these are not just jargons but firm differentiators in the real dynamic world. Design-led companies like Apple, IBM, IKEA have dominated their respective industries by reinventing their core practices. They prioritize the needs of their customers before the ease of settling for existing ways of doing things. They proposed disruptive ideas and implemented them well. This has led to continuous innovation. Design thinking addresses exactly the same concept: inspiration, ideation, and implementation. Although these are not the only steps involved, it sums up the ideology behind the theory. Design is no longer restricted to the aesthetic values of products. It can be applied to business operations as well. Design thinking is as pertinent to an organization as a know-how. So what is design thinking about? Firstly, it's not a one-man show. It's a team effort. If you look at the greatest innovators of all time, Leonardo da Vinci, you'll realize that he was multifaceted: an artist, a musician, an architect, a scientist, an engineer, and much more. To have another Da Vinci would be difficult for obvious reasons. So what do? Stop innovating? No. You take all these individuals who have expertise in these fields and team them up. That's why the team is important. That's why collaboration is important. Design thinking provides a framework which helps designers not lose track of what they're seeking. It can be classified into a 5-step process: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. I will explore these elements individually. Now, as a team, you must define what your challenge is or something that you want to add value to: a product, a service, an experience. Figure that out. Getting to the first phase of design thinking: empathy. What is empathizing? It's going out there and getting those individual stories from the people who are related to your challenge. While interviewing a person, make sure that you fill all these 4 quadrants. Listen to what they have to say, observe what they're doing, feel the emotion behind it, and understand what they're thinking. These might not be aligned. Make sure that you get down all the quotes from them, because the quotes have expression that highlight their pain points. Recently, I asked someone what they think about packaged noodle soups. He said it smells like GMO. I mean, that's an expression. The next step is defining. Gather all the data, create personas of the people you interviewed, and define their problem. It's not about finding and solving that one big problem that joins all of them, but it's looking for individual stories and experiences that you came across during the interview. Narrow down on the problem and see what you want to solve. It might or might not reconnect to that one big problem. The next step is ideating. Most of the times, people think of a couple of ideas and hang on to them until they are a failure. Don't do that, because these initial ideas are not exactly innovative. They come from a space which you're aware of and just are an extension of the current offerings. Open up to the group, brainstorm, embrace others' opinions, and improvise. It will help you get in more creative ideas. Put up all your ideas on the wall using post-its, draw if you want. Bring in wild ideas, welcome them. Don't think of feasibility or practicality at this stage. Group these ideas on the basis of commonality, the ideas that you think belong to the same space. As a group, decide which idea really excites you and you're willing to take up that as a solution to the challenge. Avoid easily implementable ones. Go for the challenge. The next step is prototyping. Once you have an idea, prototype it. It can be an app, website, a music piece. Make something tangible which people can react to in the testing phase. You don't need to spend much. A cardboard and a paper used creatively is a great prototype. Getting on to the testing phase. Finally, validate your hypothesis. Take your prototype to the people and note down their feedback. The good, the bad, more so for the ugly ones. Once you have this information, get back into the loop for the third phase of ideating. See what you can improve and what you can alter. This is the basic outline of the process of design thinking. Most of the breakthrough ideas in contemporary businesses have been inspired from deep understanding of consumer lives. The next question is, how do you implement design thinking in a working environment when new ideas are so rampant? The key is not to look at it as a process that has to be imbibed in the organization, but rather as a culture. Start small. Try it while you're refurbishing the cafeteria or throwing a team success party. Identify the early adopters, involve them while you're scaling this process. Although the degree of creativity might vary from individual to individual, the method can be used by everyone for innovative solutions. In fact, organizations can solve the challenge of implementing design thinking by design thinking itself. Ask the employees what are the difficulties they might face in implementing this. Ideate solutions which work around these concerns and test the waters by implementing on a small scale. Many firms have initially failed, but at the end, design is about nurturing. The iterative nature of this framework will help to get your idea to a place which is almost close to perfect. Put up all your ideas on the wall using post-its. Draw if you can. Bring in the wild ideas and don't think of feasibility or practicality at this point of time. Now, group these ideas on the basis of commonality, ideas which belong to the same space. As a group, choose one which you're collectively excited about, which you think can solve your problem. Don't choose the easily implementable ones. Go ahead and challenge yourself. This is only a guidance to efficiently use the resources to finding innovative ways of doing things. Many firms have initially failed, but at the end, design is about nurturing. The iterative nature of this framework will help you to get your idea close to a place which is almost perfect. I hope this video helped you to get yours there.